Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. Now, President Trump has basically upped the tariffs on steel and aluminium to 50%. However, Britain, he has exempted from this, provided that there is some feedback. It is conditional, put it that way. They're not terribly onerous conditions, but part of it is to get the trade deal through quite quickly. However, we are still stuck with the 25% steel tariff. Strangely, though, Starmer is claiming that this is a victory for him. He's saying, well, through stout negotiations, we've managed to get away and not have this 50% imposed upon us. No, but you've still got the 25%. You couldn't negotiate that away. So we're actually back exactly where we were a week ago, despite negotiations, and all that rubbish. And the fact is, it's got nothing to do with Starmer. This was purely Trump's decision not to do it to Britain, because he wants Britain to get this trade deal through, and there's other things he wants to push. For example, he's now pushing for free speech laws. He now wants free speech laws in Britain now. He now wants things like Lucy Connolly's conviction, or at least not her conviction overturned, but her released. He's saying it's a political prisoner. He's very against all his political prisoners based on things they've said or posted or done. And so he's bringing pressure to bear. And then you get that lying toad, Starmer, sitting there going, we've done some very harsh negotiations and I'm going to take all the credit. And all I can say, and I apologise in advance for the language, if you don't like it, please don't listen now. But all I can say, because it's the only thing that fits, is fuck off, Starmer. Please just go. In the name of all that is decent, resign, disappear, and never enter public life again, because nobody in this country likes you. Nobody in this country believes you or anything your party say. The Labour Party are now discredited. They're the worst government in history, with the worst Prime Minister in history and the worst team around him in history. And it's so bad that there's not one of them worthy of being a Prime Minister after he goes. They're all somehow worse in a whole plethora of different ways. You have Lammy the racist, you have the incompetency and stupidity of Angela Rayner, you've got the liar Rachel Reeves, you've got the embryo Wes Streeting, and the only one who could possibly even vaguely fill the shoes isn't even an MP. King of the North. And his great plan is to tax and spend, but not call it tax and spend. That's his great plan. And you think, what is wrong with the Labour Party? What is wrong with these people? And more importantly, what's wrong with the people who vote for them? How dumb do you have to be? You were told in advance what would happen. Then it happened and you're thinking, oh, I didn't expect that to happen. Well, of course you didn't. You're too thick to listen to people, wrapped up as you are in your own virtuousness. And now look at the country. Wow, God. Anyway, back to Trump. He's the one sorting out our country. It's nice, isn't it? Perhaps we should become the 51st state. We should have a referendum on this. At least that will give us the First Amendment. And more importantly, of course, the Second. Thanks very much. Bye.